in terms of just making short form content, I feel like right now the best would be TikTok. TikTok is one of the most downloaded apps in the world. I think it was 30 billion times? Was it 3 billion times? I can't remember. I think it was 3 billion times. And the thing that makes TikTok so great is the short form content, how the humor is like bam in your face and then it's done. I feel like the shorter, personally for me, I feel like the shorter the TikTok is, the funnier it is. I prefer the 6-second ones as opposed to the 1-minute ones, but it depends on your preference. But if you are more, like personally for me, I'm not really a TikTok user, but I do enjoy more short form content on Twitter, because I feel like Twitter is a place where you can actually share your thoughts and have your thoughts challenged by other people as well, because of how great the reply system is. So I feel in terms of engagement and talking to your viewers and stuff, Twitter is like the best place for it to be super personalized. But some people, especially Malaysians, they actually, Southeast Asians in general, I feel, they love Facebook a lot. So Facebook isn't really a place for short form content, but when you play with the algorithm right, and you come on most people's feed, you do get a lot of engagement. But however, I feel like Facebook's engagement, it requires for more consistent uploads, as well as I think boosting actually helps as well, especially if you're starting out. But you know, organic, it's possible to climb up the algorithm organically, but consistency is key. But because of how popular the app is, I feel like it's so easy for you to really engage with everyone on there, especially because the comment section has changed to become something that looks a little bit more like Twitter, in my opinion, and which caters to a lot more engagement. Instagram is also a great place for you to share, but I don't, in terms of engagement, I really disagree with how Instagram looks, because it's more of like people more just scroll through on top of there, just double tap, but you are able to share content on there as well. So, but if you're a streamer, there are 3 main platforms that is really big right now: YouTube, Facebook Gaming, and Twitch. So in Malaysia, and I think Southeast Asia in general, well, I think maybe Malaysia and Philippines, I would say, they prefer more Facebook, because everyone's on Facebook. People just use the app, scroll through, and you know, you see content, you just stay on there. But personally for me, I don't really like how the layout for Facebook Gaming is done in terms of like engaging with the stream, because they lack a lot of stuff in terms of engagement. It's basically you have to use your main account with your full name, which makes it kind of not really fun. And of course, they don't have the emotes. But if you want more of that engagement, I recommend going to Twitch. It gives you bigger reach because it doesn't play with algorithms so much. It gives you a reach for global, I feel. And I feel like that's because I'm on Twitch. I prefer English content as opposed to my local language. So basically on Twitch, my viewers span from all around the world. There's not really a particular place it comes from. Of course, I do have mostly Malaysians coming in because of where I post my previews, which would be on Twitter and Facebook. But you are able to kind of like expand your reach a little bit more on Twitch. And I feel like the chat is a little better compared to like Facebook. But YouTube comes out pretty close as well. I actually do consider YouTube. So I think YouTube is more, not only just global, but it really helps in terms of reaching a broader audience, because everyone uses YouTube. And if you come out on someone's recommended feed, you are able to get more viewers in as well. That's why YouTube is pretty great. And right now they do have their new join feature, which means that people can pay a certain amount of money to be able to not just access content, but support their favorite creators, just like Twitch.
So what are some of the profiles or age groups of these so-called fans or followers, usually on these platforms, especially those engaging ones, and especially most suitable for the gaming arena? Yeah.
For the gaming arena, I feel that for Twitch, I'm getting a lot more younger demography. Sometimes I have someone as young as 7 coming to watch me with their mom.
Wow, that's so young.
That's so young. They're actually, I really love them. So because by knowing your demography, you know what kind of content to cater to. Like for me, I try to make it as child friendly as possible, because I feel like after talking to a few of my viewers as well as my friends, they say that it's so hard to find child friendly streamers here in Malaysia and Southeast Asia, because people tend to swear more. People tend to, you know, there's a lot of inappropriate content for the younger generation. So I'm trying to cater to that smaller audience right there. I feel like my audience is more broad, like people as young as 7, as well as old as maybe 40 can come in and watch and hang out with me, because I try to make it as general and broad as possible. However, by knowing your demography, you know how to cater your audience. Like some people, they like to swear, and their content is, you know, catered around like inappropriate jokes and all that. So you need to know what your demography is. But that's for Twitch for me. But when you move over to my Twitter, I feel like my demography changes. I feel like my demography comes between maybe 15-year-olds to even 35, 40 years old. And then when you move to Instagram and Facebook, my my audience is more around my age, maybe around like 18 to maybe 35. So it depends so much on like your platform, because you won't see people as young as 7 going to apps like Facebook. So it's a lot more easier for you to cater content around people our age. But however, when you go to like YouTube or Twitch, there's a lot more younger demography, because parents do allow children to watch videos there, and they do prefer long form videos. So that's why you see like a younger audience.
Right, interesting. So what sort of a commercial model, or what are some of the ways to capitalize on these followings, right, from the younger generation? Yeah, perhaps you could share.
Okay, so I feel like a lot of younger viewers have access to their parents' credit cards. I feel like a lot of companies as well as creators know this. So what they do is they capitalize by giving incentives for maybe following them. So a lot of my viewers love the emotes, they love spamming things, and they love being able to interact and with the stream. So what I do is I would like leave like this for on Twitch. I found like this one extension, which is really interesting. It's called the sound extension, sound alerts, where people can pay a certain amount of bits, which is something that's like kind of like 1 cent for 1 bit. And if they give a certain amount, they are able to make a sound come out on my stream, and they love that. They love interacting with that. Also, to help people, give incentives for people to follow my stream, I try to make them feel part of the family. And on top of that, I do give like different emotes so that people can spam it on the stream. And when they go to another stream, they spam my emotes as well, which in turn brings in more viewers, because they're like, oh, that's a cute emote, I want to follow this person just so I can have access to it. So there's that as well. I feel also sometimes to sort of incentivize, like, some people, they're like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to spend money on this streamer, but I'm not, because I don't know if it's worth spending like 20 Malaysian ringgit or like maybe $4.99 US on this streamer. So what I do is maybe I would chuck them some free subs. It comes out to my pocket first. And they say, oh my gosh, I love this. And they end up actually just continuing subbing, which is say like, you invest in your content before people can invest in you. So that's for Twitch. I feel like YouTube, for Facebook, it's a little bit different how they market it. People can send stars. So if you like your favorite streamer enough, they'll send you like maybe 100, 200 stars. And I've heard of people actually throwing about like 2,000 ringgit worth of stars to their favorite streamers, because that's how they enjoy interacting. They like seeing their favorite personality smile. They love making them happy, and they want to see more content. So that's how they do that. Some people, they've gone so big, they can actually monetize by making merch. I know like this girl named Miss Rose Gaming, she sells jerseys as well as masks, and people are just like throwing money at her because they're so interested in becoming part of the group. So by creating that inclusivity, people do want to invest more in your stream, which is why everyone has like their gang or their clan or their Discord channel, because everyone, in the end of the day, everyone wants to be included. So that's how they do it.
Right. With the popularity of the esports scene, perhaps share with us what are some of the investment opportunities beyond the screen?
Okay, so beyond the screen, when you invest in esports, you can either invest in a team or in maybe just a player themselves. So in the player themselves, like say a player named, I don't know if you guys know this, there's this player called Solos. He's from Malaysia. He's the biggest streamer here in Malaysia, and he does Mobile Legends. I think he does also some PUBG Mobile. So because of how popular he is getting endorsements left and right. Think of him as like the ninja of Malaysia. People are paying money to have him stream on the platform itself. Like, I think if I'm not wrong, he's part of the Facebook Level Up program, where he has an exclusive deal to stream on Facebook. So because of how many eyes are on his stream at one point at a time, a lot more companies are coming in to sponsor him. So on the screen, people just get ROIs like mentions. They get ROIs in terms of their brand on the screen. They get ROIs in terms of them promoting whichever product they want. But off the screen, I feel like because of how, like say people look at, maybe there's a team called I'm not sure if they're still there, but at one point Shopee did invest in this team called Shopee Bosker, but I'm not too sure if they're still endorsing the team. Imagine if during this esports event, they just put their name in the esports team. They're like Shopee Bosker. How many times does the word Shopee come out there? A lot. So when people think of Shopee, they think, oh, this company endorses esports. So they know that company is carrying a lot of peripherals, a lot of esports stuff, and they even have an entire line catered to that particular brand. So it brings more eyes to that particular company. So beyond the screen as well, it's like, say if one day you wanna, like say AirAsia, they used to have a team to I can't remember what game they actually did. I think it was Mobile Legends or PUBG. I can't remember. So at first they did invest, but now they're no longer investing. But the thing is, people already know the company. They're like, oh, AirAsia Cyan, but they're no longer AirAsia Cyan. But because of how popular Cyan was at the time, it sticks to their mind. It gives an idea. It gives people an idea, like, okay, AirAsia Cyan. It gives that, what's the word? Not relatability.
Is it top of mind recall?
Yes, that. It gives them
Okay.
that. So basically, your company gets like that. Okay, AirAsia, Shopee, or like maybe Domino's right now. They're not huge in terms of like esports or anything, but they do so funny gaming memes, and it attracts all the gamers. And because of how funny, the thing is, gamers love to share, and because of how funny or how relatable their content is, they end up sharing it out, and everyone knows. Like when Death Stranding came out, Domino's Pizza did a meme of the game with like, instead of like the normal boxes, they did like pizza boxes. And they're like, oh my gosh, Domino's is like, they love video games. The admin is definitely a gamer. So when they share that out, it gets their brand out as well. So you see, it goes beyond just branding on screen. It goes to like, I guess at one point it just becomes like a lifestyle.